Hello everyone, today we are going to solve O-Levels paper 1 in a session May-June 2019 paper 1-2. So let's begin with the first question. So in question number 1a part, we need to evaluate this expression and we have a division sign. So we need to convert the division into multiplication. So it would be 4 over 7 times, and doing a reciprocal of 5 by 8, it would be 8 by 5. And 4 times 8 is 32 over 7 times 5 is 35. So the simplified expression is 32 over 35. Now for the B part, we have a square root of 64. Square root of 64 is 8 and cube root of 125 is 5, and 8 minus 5 is 3. So the answer is 3. Now for question number 2, use a straight edge and compasses only in this question. Construct the locus of a point inside the quadrilateral ABCD that are equidistant from AB and BC. AB and BC. B means we need to draw the perpendicular bisector of angle B. Okay, so we need to use a compass, put it on B and cut AB and cut BC. Right, now put it on this arc and draw another arc, and from here draw another arc. Okay, now we have a point of intersection. We need to draw the straight line from B, so that is a perpendicular bisector of angle B, and that must be inside the quadrilateral ABCD. Now for question number 3, the height of a water in centimeters in a river is recorded every week for 10 weeks. Okay, so the total weeks are 10. The height of a water compared with its normal level are listed below. In the first part, A, work out the range. So the formula for the range is higher value subtract the lower value. Okay, let me pick the higher value, which is the highest one. Highest one must be positive, so it would be 40. So 40 is the highest value. Subtract the lower value. Lower values are from the negative number, so the lower one is negative of 45. So negative of 45. So it would be 40 plus 45. So 40 plus 45 would be 85. So the range is 85 centimeter. Now for the B part, calculate the mean. Mean is sum of all values and dividing by the total, and the total is 10. So let me find out the mean. Let's do the sum of all values. First, I would like to write down the positive one, 0, 5, 40, 20 and 25. So 0 plus 5 plus 40 plus 20 plus 25. Now let me write down the negative ones, negative 45, negative of 30, negative 35, negative 10, negative 20, and dividing by the total number of values that are 10. So let me divide it by 10. Okay, so first I would like to add the positive ones and the negative ones. So 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 and 90. So the positive are 90 and the negative values are 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130 and 40. So 140. Subtract 140 and then dividing by 10. Okay, so let me do 140, subtract 90. So it would be 0, and 14 subtract 9 is 5. So this would be equals to negative of 50 dividing by 10. 0 is cancelled with 0 and we have negative of 5 centimeter is the mean. Now for question number 4, by writing each number correct to one significant figure, estimate the value of. Okay, so for one significant figure, 7 and then 1, so it changes to 70. minus 32, 3, and the next number is 2, so it changes to 30, divides, we have 0 point, we have 1 and then 9, so it is 9, so adding 1 in 1 it would be 2, so 1.2 whole square. So we have 70 minus 30 would be 40, and 0.2 square would be 0.2 times 0.2, this would be 0.04, right? So we can do it 40 over 0.04 is basically 4 over 100. So we can do 40 times 100 dividing by 4. So we have 4 times 1 is 4, 4 times 10 is 40, and 10 times 100 would be 1000. So this simplified answer is 1000. Now for question number 5, lamps are made in a factory. A random sample of 50 of the lamps is tested and 4 of them are found to be faulty. A total of 4000 lamps is made in one day. Calculate the number of these 4000 lamps you would expect to be faulty. Okay, so how many are faulty? 4 are faulty out of 50 when 50 are tested, and the total lamps are 4000. Okay, 0 is cancelled with 0, right? And we have 4 times 4 is 16, 00 dividing by 5, so 1600 dividing by 5. 5 times 1 is 5, 5 times 3 is 15, and 5 times 2 is 10, and 0, so 320 of the lamps were faulty. Now question number 6 in A part, Daniel earns $760 each month. He pays 15% of his earning in tax. Calculate the amount of money Daniel has each month after paying tax. So 15% of the tax, we need to find 15% of this income. So it is 15% of 760, right? So we have 0 is cancelled with 0. We have 15 times 76 and dividing by 10. So first we need to do 15 times 76, 76 and 15. 5 times 6 is 30. 5 times 7 is 35, 36, 37, 38. And we have a 0. 1 times 6 is 6, 1 times 7 is 7. So let me add 0 plus 0 is 0, 6 plus 8 is 14, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. So 15 times 76 would be 1140 dividing by 10. So 0 is cancelled with 0. So the tax is $114. So we need to find the amount of money after paying tax. Okay, so after paying tax, it means from his monthly income we need to subtract the tax. So we have 760 and then subtract the tax 114. This would be the income after paying the tax. So we have 5 over here. 10 minus 4 would be 6. 5 minus 1 is 4. And 7 minus 1 is 6. So the monthly income after paying tax is $646. Now for the B part, Daniel invests $1,200 in a saving account. So this would be the investment. The account pays simple interest. We need to use a formula of the simple interest at a rate of 2% per year. Calculate the amount of the money in the account after 6 years. Okay, so simple interest is amount would be equals to investment into 1 plus interest rate into the time in terms of years. So we need to find the amount. So the investment is 1,200. This would be 1 plus interest rate is 2%, that is 2 dividing by 100, and then times by the number or the time in terms of year is 6. Okay, so we have 2 times 6 is 12. So 12 divides 100, 1,200. 12 divides 100 and this would be 100. 100 plus 12 is 112 dividing by 100. So we can cancel the zeros. Now 12 times 112. This would be the amount. So let me find out. We have 112 is going to multiply with 12. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 1 is 2. 0. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 1 is 1. So we have 4, 4, 3, and 1. So the amount after 6 years is $1,344. Now for question number 7, find the fraction that lies exactly halfway between 3 by 5 and 3 by 4. Exactly the half. It means we need to do 3 by 5 plus 3 by 4 and dividing by 2. Right? So this would be, we have the LCM would be 20 and then cross multiply. We have 3 times 4 is 12, 3 times 5 is 15, and whole dividing by 2. And this would be equals to 12 plus 5, sorry, this is 15. 12 plus 15, 5 plus 2 would be 7 and 27. Yes, this is 27 dividing by 20 times by 1 by 2. So this is 27 dividing by 40. Yes, so this fraction lies exactly the halfway between 3 by 5 and 3 by 4. That is 27 out of 40. Now for question number 8, a drink is made by mixing fruit juice and water in a ratio 3:5. The drink is made using 2 liters of water. Okay, 2 liters of water. Calculate the amount of fruit juice used. We need to find the amount of fruit juice. For the water, fruit juice and water. Fruit is 3 and the water is 5. The ratio of water is 5. So we can say that 5 is the ratio of water. This is representing 2 liters, right? And keep in mind we need to give our answer in milliliters, right? So if 5 is representing 2 liters, so 1 is representing 2 by 5 liters. Right, we need to find for fruit juice is 3, so 3 is representing 2 by 5 times 3 liters, so this would be equals to 6 by 5 liters, right? Okay, so what is 6 by 5? So if we can multiply it by 2 and 5 times 2, this would be 6 times 2 is 12, 5 times 2 is 10. This would be equals to 1.2 liters. And to convert liters into milliliters, we need to multiply by 1000. So this would be 1200 milliliters. Now for question number 9, a car starts a journey from rest. It moves with a constant acceleration of 20 seconds until it reaches a speed of 15 meter per second. It then moves at a constant speed of 15 meter per second for 40 seconds. Now for the first part on the grid, draw the speed time graph of the car for the car's journey. Okay, so it moves with a constant acceleration of 20 seconds. It starts from the rest first. It starts from there is 0.0 for first 20 second until it reach 15 meter per second. So from between 10 and 20 it is 15 from till this point. Okay, and then it moves at a constant speed of 15 meter per second for 40 seconds. So from 20 to 60 would be 40 seconds. So it has a constant speed of 15 meter per second. Now for the B part, calculate the acceleration of the car in the first 20 seconds of the journey. So first 20 seconds. Let me draw the straight line. So for first 20 seconds, the acceleration would be equals to, what is the height? Height is 15. And here the time is 20 seconds. So it is 15 dividing by 20. So 2 times 1 is 2 and 0. 2 times 7 is 14 and we have 1 and 2 times 5 is 10. So it would be 7.5 divides 10. So we can say 75 meter per second scale. For question number 10, in A part, use set notation to describe the shaded region in the Venn diagram. So the shaded region is P union R and its intersection with the Q complement, because this Q region is not included in P and R. So it would be P union R intersection Q complement. Now for the B part, we have a universal set. X is a positive number. Set A, X is between 9 and 10, and set B, X is an irrational number. Write down an element of A intersection B. So for A intersection B, it means we have any number that is irrational and it must lies in the range of 9 and 10. So this would be any irrational number in the range 9 is less than x is less than 10, because we need to find intersection both. It must lies in that range and it must be a rational number. Now for question number 11, solve the simultaneous equations, show you're working. Okay, so we have a system of equations. We can solve it by substitution or elimination. So I want to use elimination. As you can see, the y variable is negative of 2. If I can multiply the second equation with 2, I can cancel the y. So the first equation is same, 9x plus 4y equals to negative of 5. 2 times 6 is 12x minus 2 times 2 is 4y equals to 2 times 6 is 12. Let me add the two equations. So 9 plus 12 would be 21x. Positive 4x, positive 4y and negative 4y would be cancelled. And from 12 we need to take away 5. This would be equals to 7. Right. So x would be equals to 7 out of 21. 7 times 1 is 7. 7 times 3 is 21. So the x value is 1 out of 3. So we got the x, that is 1 by 3. So we can substitute the x into any of the equation 1 or 2 to get y. So let me substitute in equation 1. So 9 times x plus 4y would be equals to negative of 5. 3 times 1 is 3, 3 times 3 is 9. So 4y would be equals to minus 5 and minus 3. So 4y would be equals to negative of 8 and y would be equals to negative of 8 dividing by 4, and 4 times 2 is 8. So negative 2 is the answer for y. Now question number 12. In A part, write these numbers in order of size starting with the smallest. Okay, so as you can see, the exponents are negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, negative 4. We need to convert them into the same exponent. Let me convert them into 5, negative of 5. So for negative of 5 would be 2, 1, 0 times 10 exponent negative 5. This would be 42 times 10 exponent negative 5. This stays the same. It would be 35 times 10 exponent negative 5. So we have all the numbers are in the same exponents. Now let me find which one is the smaller. 210, 42, 1.7, 35. So 1.7 is the smallest. So 1.7 times 10 exponent negative 5. And then we have 35, that is 3.5 times 10 exponent negative 4. And then 42, we have 4.2 times 10 exponent negative 4. And the highest is 210. That is 2.1 times 10 exponent negative 3. Now for the B part, we have given P and Q. Evaluate the following, give your answer in standard form, P minus Q. We need to subtract P and Q. So we need to write P 6 times 10 exponent 10 minus 5 times 10 exponent 9. Okay, so again we need to make the same exponents. So if I can say 6 times 10 exponent 10, and this would be 0.5 times 10 exponent 10, right? So we have 10 exponent 10 Okay, and what is 6 minus 0.5? So 6 subtract 0.5, it would be 6.0 minus 0.5. We have 5 over here and 10. 10 minus 5 is 5 and 5 minus 0 is 5. So 5.5 times 10 exponent 10 would be the answer. Now we need to find PQ, the product of P and Q. So we have P is 6 times 10 exponent 10, and the product for Q is 5 times 10 exponent 9. I would like to write down in the same exponent 0.5 times 10 exponent 10. Okay, so we have the same exponents. We can multiply 6 with 0.5. So 6 times 0.5 and then times by, we can take 0, 10 exponent 10 common. So 6 times 5 is 30, and then we have 3.0 times 10 exponent 10 is the answer. So 3 times 10 exponent 10. Now for question number 13 in A part, we need to expand and simplify. So first expand, so it would be x minus 3 into x minus 3. Now we need to multiply x square. We have minus 3x and plus 9. So this is x square minus 6x plus 9. Okay, now for B part, we need to factorize this expression. So we can take 6 common, because 6 times 3 is 18. So we have 3 minus y, and let me take plus 5x common. We are left with y minus 3. Okay, y minus 3, let me make y minus 3 by taking negative 6 common. It would be y minus 3 plus 5x into y minus 3, right? So the factor is y minus 3 and 5x minus 6. Y minus 3 and 5x minus 6. Now question number 14 in A part, write this quadratic expression in the form this. Okay, we need to convert basically the standard form into vertex form. So that's pretty easy. So first we need to take the coefficient of x square common. So this is the coefficient of x square is just 1. So just x square minus 7x is common, and then plus 5 is outside. This would be the first step. Now for the second step, we need to take 7 and dividing by 2 and take it square, and x square minus 7 by 2 7x plus 7 by 2 whole square and minus 7 by 2 whole square, right? And then plus 5 is outside. Now this would be x square minus 7x, and then plus 7 times 7 is 49, and 2 times 2 would be 4, and then plus 5, and this would be minus 49 by 4. Okay, let me do the remaining steps over here. So this would be x square, and this would be 7 by 2 whole square. This would be x minus 7 by 2 whole square, right? And 4 times 5 is 20. So 20 minus 49 dividing by 4. So the expression would be x square, x minus 7 by 2 whole square, and then minus 29 by 4. Yes, this is a factored form of the given quadratic equation. Now for the B part, hence write down the minimum value of this expression. The minimum value is this, that is minus 29 by 4. Right, now for question number 15, write in A part, write 168 as a product of its prime factors. Okay, so let me write down 168. 168 is going to divide with 2. 2 times 8 is 16. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 1 is 2. And 3 times 7 is 21. And 7 times 1 is 7. So 168 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 7. Or we can say this is 2 cube times 3 times 7, right? Now for the B part, the highest common factor HCF of 168 and n is 42. Given that n lies between 200 and 300, find the two possible values of n. Okay, so first we need to find the prime factorization of 42. So let me do it over here. 42, 2 times 2 is 4, 2 times 1 is 2, and 3 times 7 is 21, and 7 times 1 is 7. So the prime factorization of 42 is 2 times 3 times 7. Okay, now we know that the prime factorization of 168, this would be 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 7. So the prime factorization of the number n must matches with this, that is 2 times 3 times 7, right? Because in HCF, keep in mind that we need to make the pairs like 2, 3 and 7. Okay, so we cannot take the number n as 42 because 42 does not lies in the range of 200 and 300, right? So let me write down the other prime numbers. So the prime number can be 2, 3, 5, 7, 11 and so on. Okay, so if I can choose 2 over here, so it will make a pair with 2. So our HCF cannot be 42. HCF can be changed, so we cannot take 2. Let me take 3. So if I can take 3, so what is 42 times 3? 42 times 3, 3 times 2 would be 6, and 3 times 4 is 12. 126, but 126 does not lies in the range of 200 and 300, so we cannot take 3 as well. Let me take 5. If I put 5 over here, so this number is 2, 3 and 5, 7 is 42. 42 times 5, 42 times 5, 5 times 2 is 10, 5 times 4 is 20 and 21. So 210 lies in the range of 200 and 300. So the first number for n is 210. Okay, I can take 7 as well. So let me take 7. So 42 times 7. 2 times 7 is 14. And 7 times 4 is 28. And then plus 1 is 29. And 294 also lies in this range. So 294 is the other number. So the two possible values for n is 210 and 294. Now question number 16. Triangle A and triangle B are drawn on the grid. Describe fully the single transformation that maps triangle A onto triangle B. So this is obvious that A to B, it is a translation, and how much unit it is translated horizontally and vertically. So this point on A would be this point on B. So it would be 1, 2, 3. 3 units to the left, and how much unit up? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 units up. So it is a translation. 3 units left and 4 units up. Negative 3 and 4. Now for the B part, triangle A is mapped onto triangle C by an enlargement with the center 0, 3 and a scale factor -2 on the grid. Draw triangle C. So we have a center 0, 3, and let me find the coordinate for A. This would be 1, 2 and 3. So 3 units to the left. So the value for A would be -3 and 0. Now let me find for B. This would be 1, 2, 3 and 1. So this would be -3 and -1. And for C, we have 1 and 1. So 1 left and 1 down. So -1 and -1. So these are going to multiply with the scale factor, that is -2. So times by -2 times by -2 times by -2. So this would be 3 times 2 would be 6 and 0. And this would be again 6 and 2. And this would be 2, 2. Okay. Now from this center, we need to move 6 units to the right and 0 units, 6 unit right and 0 units up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the point. Now 6 and 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 1, 2. And 2, 2. 1, 2 and 1, 2. This point. So this is a triangle C, often an enlargement with a scale factor of -2 and a center 0, 3. Now question number 17. Nima has these six cards. Each card has a shape on it. She takes 2 cards at random without replacement. Complete the tree diagram. Okay, so for the first card, we have a circle. How many circles? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 are circles and the total cards are 6. And we have triangles. So 2 are triangles and the total are 6. Okay, so since it is without replacement, so it means for the second card, the total cards must be 5. The left total cards are 5. Okay, so when she took first card as circle, the second card is also circle, so 4 and then 3 and the total would be 5. And then circle and then triangle, this triangle stays the same, 2 out of 5. And for triangle and circle, circles are same, 4 out of 5. And she took triangle, so one triangle is left out of 5. So 1 out of 5. Now find the probability that the shapes on Nima's 2 cards are the same. Give your answer as a fraction. So the shapes must be same. It must be circle, circle or triangle, triangle. Okay, so for circle and circle, this would be 4 out of 6 times 3 out of 5 plus for triangle, triangle, 2 by 6 and 1 by 5. 2 by 6 plus 1 by 5. 4 times 3 is 12 and 6 times 5 is 30, so 12 out of 30. And plus 2 times 1 is 2 and 6 times 5 is again 30. And 12 plus 2 would be 14, so the answer is 14 out of 30. Now question number 18, in A part, find R when P is -2. So just substitute P equals to -2 in R. So R would be equals to 4 times -2 plus 2 divides 3 minus -2. Okay, 4 times 2 is 8. -8 plus 2 divides 3 plus 2. Okay, so 8 minus 2 would be 6. So it is -6 over 3 plus 2 is 5. So -6 out of 5. Now for B part, rearrange the formula to make P the subject. So let me do a cross multiplication. 3 minus P times R would be equals to 4P plus 2. So 3R minus PR would be equals to 4P plus 2. So minus PR and minus 4P, this would be equals to 2 minus 3R. Let me take -P common. We are left with R plus 4. This would be equals to 2 minus 3R. So P would be equals to 3R minus 2 divides R plus 4. 3R minus 2 divides R plus 4. Yes. Now question number 19, y is inversely proportional to the square of x. So y is inversely proportional to x square, and from here y would be equals to k over x square. When x is 4, y is 10, find the value of y when x is 10. Okay, so when x is 4, y is 10. Let me find the value for k. When x is 4, y is 10. 10 equals to k over 4 square. This would be k. 4 square is 16. So 10 times 16, this would be equals to k. So 10 times 16 is 160. So the k is 160. So we have y equals to 160 over x square. Now we need to find the value for y when x is 10. Y would be equals to 160 over 10 square. So 160 divides 100. 0 is cancelled with 0. 16 divides 10 would be 1.6. So the value for y is 1.6 when x is equals to 10. Now for the b part, describe the effect on y when x is halved. Okay, so when x is halved, if we visualize, we have this equation. So y is equals to 160 over x by 2 whole square. So this would be equals to 160 over x square by 4, right? So from here, if we compare, make it same, these two equations. So from here, 4 times of y would be equals to 160 over x square. So we can see the right sides are same, y changes to 4y. So the effect on y when x is halved is y is multiplied by 4. So we can take 4 times y. Now question number 20, we need to simplify this expression. So as we can see that the exponent is negative, so we need to do a reciprocal to make a positive exponent. So we have x power 5, y power 9 divides 9x7 and y, and its whole power is positive 1 by 2. Okay, so now x power 5 is cancelled with x power 5, we are left with 2 over here. Y is cancelled, y over here, we are left with 8 over here, right? So in the numerator we have y8, and the denominator we have 9x square, and the whole is 1 by 2. Right, and now we know that 4 times 2 is 8. Why? We can say 4 times 2 is 8 over 3 square is 9 and x square, and we have a whole 1 by 2. Right, so let me split the exponent. So y4 square times 1 by 2 over 3 square 1 by 2 and x square 1 by 2. So 2 is cancelled with 2, and we are left with y exponent 4 over 3x. So this is a simplified answer. Now for the B part, question number 21, a cuboid has a square base. Okay, the length of the base of the cuboid is y centimeter. The height of the cuboid is twice the length of its base, and the total surface area of a cuboid is 360 centimeters square. Find the height of the cuboid. Okay, so since the base is square, so the length is, we can say, y, and the width is also y, and the height this side is twice the length, so this would be 2 times of y. Okay, so here we need to use a formula for the surface area of a cuboid. So the surface area of a cuboid is 2 times length into width plus width into height plus height into length. Right? Okay, so surface area is 360. This would be equals to 2 times length and width, y and y times y plus y times 2y plus 2y times y, right? Okay, we need to do 360 dividing by 2, and from here we have y square plus 2y square plus 2y square. 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 8 is 16, and 0. So 180 would be equals to 5y square. Okay, now to get the value for y square, we need to do 180 dividing by 5. So 5 times 1 is 5, 5 times 3 is 15 and 30, and then 5 times 6 is 30. So when y square is 36, so we need to do the square root. So y would be equals to 6, right? Now we need to find the height of a cuboid, right? And we know that the height of a cuboid is 2 times of y, so we can say that height is equals to 2 times of 6, that is equals to 12 centimeter. Now question number 22. Here are the first three patterns in a sequence made using dots and lines. Okay. Now in A part, complete the table for the first five patterns in this sequence. So now we have a pattern number, number of dots and number of lines. So as you can see that for the first pattern we have 3 dots. For second we have 6 dots. For third we have 9 dots. It means 1 times 3, 2 times 3 is 6, 3 times 3 9, 4 times 3 is 12, and 5 times 3 is 15. So for number of dots we are times by 3. So pattern number is timing by 3. So the nth rule for this is 3 times of n. Now for the number of lines, for first pattern we use 2 lines. For second pattern 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lines. Okay, so means adding 5. 2 plus 5 is 7. 7 plus 5 is 12. 12 plus 5 is 17. 17 plus 5 is 22. Okay. Now for the B part, find an expression in terms of n for the number of lines in pattern n. Number of lines. So you can see for number of lines we have 2, 7, 12, 17, 22. So these are adding by 5. So we can say that 5n. Right, so for first pattern when n is 1, this would be 5 times 1, this is equals to 5, but the first is must be 2. So for 5 we need to subtract 3 to get 2. So this is 5n minus 3. Right. Now for the C part, Anwar makes one of these patterns using 92 lines. Find the number of dots in Anwar's pattern. 92 lines. Okay, so we know that for the nth formula for the number of lines is 5n minus 3 would be equals to the number of lines are 92. So 5n is equals to 92 plus 3. This would be equals to 95. And n would be equals to 95 divides 5. 5 times 1 is 5. 5 times 9 is 45. So n is 19. 19 is the pattern number. So this is a pattern number, right? So as we can see, when the pattern is 1, the number of dot is 3. For 2, this is 6. So it is times by 3. So when the pattern number is 19, we need to find the number of dots. So it would be 3 times of 19. We will get the number of dots, right? So 3 times of 19, this would be equals to 19 times 3. 3 times 9 is 27. 3 times 1 is 3 plus 2 would be 5. So 57 are the number of dots in Anwar's pattern. Now question number 23. The diagram shows two circles, both with the center O. The radius of the smaller circle is 3 centimeters. So this is a smaller circle, its radius is 3 centimeter, and the radius of the larger circle is 6 centimeter. This larger one is 6 centimeter. The minor sector AOB has an angle of 60 degree. This angle is 60 degree. The total surface area of the shaded region is K pi centimeter square. Find the value of K. We need to find the total area of the shaded region. Okay, so let me do it step by step. So first what we need to do, we need to find the surface area of this sector, because this sector is shaded. So first let me recall the formulas. The area of a circle is pi r square, and area of a sector is theta over 360 into pi r square, right? Okay, so first I would like to do this smaller sector. So in the first point, let me find the area of this smaller sector, and you can see this sector, this angle is 60 and this side radius is 3. So what is the area? That is theta, that is 60 divides 360 times pi, and the radius is 3 square is 9, right? Okay, so 0 is cancelled with 0. 6 times 1 is 6. 6 times 6 is 36. 3 times 2 is 6 and 3 times 3 is 9. So its area is 3 by 2 pi for this smaller sector, right? Okay, now we need to find the area of the bigger circle, subtract the area of this one. So basically the area of this shaded disk. So for the second, we need to find the area of the larger circle, subtract the area of the smaller one because this portion is shaded. Okay, so area of the larger circle, we know that the larger circle is radius is 6 and the smaller radius is 3. So area of a larger circle is pi r square, pi times 6 square, minus the smaller is pi times 3 square. So we have pi is common, 6 square is 36 and 3 square is 9. 36 subtract 9 is 27 pi, right? But as we can see that this portion is not shaded, means little bit of this portion is not shaded, right? So we need to find the area of the bigger sector. For the third point, we need to find the area of the larger sector, right? This is 60 and this one, and this is a larger sector, its radius is 6, right? So area of a larger sector is again 60 over 360, pi r square is again 60. 36. 6 times 6 is 36. 0 is cancelled with 0. 36 is cancelled with 36. We're just left with 6 pi. Okay, so this is for the bigger one, 6 pi, but we need the area for this region. This region we know. So 6 pi is the whole and this smaller one is 3 by 2 pi. So how can we find for this area? So area for this one is basically 6 pi subtract 3 by 2 pi. So we have 2 times 6 is 12 and 12 minus 3 is 9. So this would be 9 by 2 pi. So this unshaded is 9 by 2 pi. Now let me find the total surface area. So total surface area, as you can see, this one is shaded. So this area is 3 by 2 pi. 3 by 2 pi plus we need to find the area of this circle, the bigger one. This is 27 pi and then subtracting this one, that is 9 by 2 pi, right? So 27 pi subtract 9 by 2 pi. Okay, so we have 3 minus 9 would be negative 6, dividing by 2, this is negative 3 pi and plus 27 pi. And from 27 we need to subtract 3, this would be equals to 24 pi centimeter square. So the value of K is 24. Now question number 24, A, B and C are the points on the circle center at O and AB equals to BC. Okay, so we have A to B equals to B to C, right? So these two sides are same. P is a midpoint of the chord AB. P is a midpoint of the chord AB and Q is a midpoint of the chord B to C. Okay, if these two sides are same and these are the midpoints, so it means A to P must be equals to PB and CQ is equals to QB, right? And we also know that OA and OC, these are the radii of a circle, so these two sides are also same. Now for the first part, A, prove that the triangle OPA is congruent to the triangle OCQ. Okay, this is OAP, this triangle, and OCQ, these two triangles we need to show are congruent, and give a reason for each statement you make. Okay, so how can we show that these are congruent? So the first thing, OA and OC, these are the radii of a circle. So the first step we can make that, let me write it down here, that OA is equals to OC and radii. This is a reason that these are the two radii of a same circle. And then we have given information that C to Q and AP, these are also same. So we are using OA, then we can use the same triangle. AP is equals to CQ. This is given to us. Okay, now the third side is left, OP and OQ. So these two sides are also same. So we can say that OP is equals to OQ because this is the perpendicular distance from O to chords, the two chords, right? So by side postulate, we can say that the triangle OAP is similar to triangle OCQ. Yes. Now for B part, given that the obtuse angle COA is 140 degrees COA. So where is COA? COA. This angle is 140. 140, right? Okay, and find angle QCO. Where is QCO? QCO. This angle we need to find. Okay. So as we can see that the angle on the at the center is 140. So the angle at the circumference must be half of 140, that is 70. So this angle is 70, right? So as we know that this is exactly the half. So half of 70 would be 35. This angle is 35 and this angle is also 35. Right, and we also know that OC and OB, these are the radii of a circle, so they have the same length. So when OA and OB is same, then when angle B is 35, so angle C must be 35. So we can say that the angle QCO is 35 degrees. Now question number 25. In A part, we have given a matrix P and Q. We need to evaluate PQ, the product of the matrix. Okay, so we have P for -2, 0, 3 times Q. We have 1, 0, 2 and -1. Rows are going to multiply with the column. 4 times 1 is 4. 0 times 0 is 0, 4 times 2 is 8, and 0 times -1 is 0. 2 times -1 is -2. -2 times 2 would be -4, and 3 times -1 is -3. So this would be 4, 8, -2, -7. Now for the B part, we have given a matrix M. The determinant of the matrix M is -4 in A. In the first part, find the value of K. Okay, so the determinant of M is the product of 3K minus 2 times -1 is -2. Since the determinant is -4, this would be equals to 3K plus 2. -4, -2 would be -6 would be equals to 3K. So K would be equals to -6 dividing by 3. This would be equals to K. So K is -2. Now for the second part, find M inverse. So inverse of a matrix is equals to adjoint of M over determinant of M. So as we know that the determinant is -4, so it would be 1 by -4, and for the adjoint we need to change the position. 3K changes to K and 3, so K is -2 and 3, and we need to change the sign. -1, 2 changes to 1 and -2. So this would be the inverse of a matrix M. So this is the last question of our paper. If you have any queries, please let me know in a comment section, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Take care.